Alright, Suds N Buds, episode 5, Big Wave. We're here with Spreadeagle Comedy with James May and Chris Armi. And we're clearly drinking Big Wave. And
coming from Kona company, a beer company in Hawaii.
I have the bottle opener.
I think it's from Hawaii.
Well, it's really nice to be here, guys.
I don't know where it's from. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's nice to beer, so we can cheers. Meet Derek, Max.
Yeah,
It's nice to do
let's
it.
get this clink going.
Man. Cheers up.
Salute!
Yes.
Salute.
Mmm,
Hell yeah.
that's
Ooh.
super smooth.
That is
Salty! No, I'm just kidding. Just like the ocean.
Holy
salty
oh my
sweet.
god! Like putting it out here. You can hear the
That's
ocean.
nice and sweet, though.
Yeah, no, that's smooth. The
Yeah.
last stuff is like making my jaw like.
Like, did you get that meth beer again?
Yeah.
That
Was that
hoppy
one
hop.
time you guys won't let that happen? I was just like...
It's that real hoppy beer.
Alright. And then, yeah, so pretty smooth. You get it at Rosar's in town, but I don't know where else you can get it, so.
In our town. Which is
Yeah.
Clarkson,
I love how
Washington,
you
so.
just, like, excluded everybody else not in Lewiston.
Dude, this,
In our town only. You can't find it. We're super special.
Only, you have to
this
come
is
here.
actually... No, this is a bigger one.
Yeah, it might be in other stores.
No, it is.
No,
I
this
was
is-
gonna,
no,
I was gonna grab another 6-pack.
I've had this in Alaska.
Oh,
It's
like-
big.
Oh.
Yeah.
I meant like
This is
just,
an IPA. This
people
is
that carry it in town.
Nothing's just in Lewiston.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Just so
here
you guys
that is
know.
just here.
Well, just
Other
the ones that are
than weird,
brewing here.
okay, you guys gotta explain this to me real quick. What's up with the weird ass stuffed horses everywhere on the way here?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
ask
you
us.
just accept it.
Well,
Yeah,
I-
it's
a
just
lot
they've
of it
always
is
been there.
because Lewis and Clark, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Been here before the
Mormon
dawn of
and
time, as
stuff.
far as we know.
They were there before
Are you
me.
talking
Who am I
about
to
all the
question?
horses like when you get to
Those
the bottom
metal
of the hill?
horses.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
No,
That's
no,
just
no.
the-
We saw 3 or 4 different like
Yeah, no, they're
horse-like
everywhere.
things.
Well, that's just
On the
artist
way
that did
here,
that, I
traveling.
think,
Yeah.
and some,
Oh, dude, have you
the
guys
city
gone-
paid.
wait
The
till
city
you guys
bought
It's
go
in a
across the-
fucking in front of a house, dude. What's going on,
I have no clue.
dude? I feel like that's some silent.
No, there actually is a
Silent
lot of that
Lambs
around here.
shit
Like,
right
if you
there.
drive out that way, there's like someone has a giant smiley face shaving their field, and everyone like knows it as a landmarker.
Right.
So I guess, I mean,
That's Idaho for you.
Drive a mile past the smiley face.
no joke though.
That's because you go through Idaho to get here. So
Oh my god.
that's
There's
the
actually
reason.
quite a few of that. Actually, I don't even think about it.
Idaho's a
Idaho's
special
weird.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
There's like that treehouse windmill too. You keep going.
That was the one question I had for you. I had to ask somebody that lived in this fucking weird ass town.
Right? So what are you guys all about with your comedy and stuff you got going on?
So yeah, man, Spreadeagle comedy. It's become such a weird and great thing. Like, did you ever see it happening, Chris?
I couldn't have predicted how it would turn out. We were just guys doing open mics who knew we really wanted to do this for a living when me and James first met, and
Chris told a joke that I just made. It was just like so bold. I don't want to share it to like because that's his material, you know. But
Classic.
he came up to me and was,
Perfect.
but I was just like, yeah, dude, that was so amazing that you did that. I
Respect.
like we should hang out and write.
he came up to me
Oh, yeah.
and said these good things, and in the comedy world there aren't a lot of people who will come up to you who are fellow comedians, 'cause it can be so cutthroat and
Yeah.
lone
Yeah.
wolf even more than cutthroat, I would say.
Yeah.
And so, having someone come up to me and say, I really liked this thing that you did, at that point I knew I wanted to do more comedy, and I didn't have enough material to perform anywhere on my own, and I wanted to put on shows, and so James already had ideas similar to that too before we even met.
Yeah, and I grew up playing a lot of sports, and like I was part of a skateboard crew,
Nice.
you know, like, and that helped my skateboarding, like because I was able to see my friend do something really good. It made me want to
Right.
do it. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm a
something like that.
Makes
I-
you push yourself.
yeah, it's friendly competition, and
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of find that, and I tried it once before, and it just didn't work out with the person that I chose,
Nice.
and I was just
well,
like,
not nice. But,
yeah, well, it was because I met Chris.
Yeah,
And
always get your good friends later in life, I think.
Well, now we're best friends.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Best friends.
Oh, yeah.
I love this dude. Like,
It's my
Yeah.
dog, James.
Like-
Nobody else
That's
in
how
my
me and him
life.
are.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
That's what I was
exactly
saying.
it.
Yeah.
Like, when
We're
you meet
bros.
someone who matches your hustle and your ambition and your drive, and you can just connect with that.
Well, just not even on personality levels, you guys are
Oh,
kind of
totally.
Yeah.
We got
that.
the same kind of personality. Like, probably like a lot of
same
things.
same sense of humor kind of deal.
we actually disagree so much though. Like,
We do.
but yeah, we're
Makes it
we're
funner.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
I don't
Funnier,
know.
I guess.
You
What-
gotta
what-
have contrast.
What? I don't want anybody sucking my dick on my ideas.
You're
Like,
so fucking good, dude.
yeah,
You
like,
are
what
the
does-
best. There's no
Yeah.
one better.
Fanboy.
I want someone to check my bullshit.
Dude, that ain't gonna work.
And that's what I think Chris likes about me too. We check each other.
Yeah.
Nice.
Checks and balances. How America's supposed to be.
That's good to have.
We look at each other's stuff honestly and really want to see the people we work with grow, and that changed the scene too, because like it's like this in Spokane. It's probably like this everywhere, where there's like really one, like everyone's kind of on their own if you go to like a comedy club. But at this point, after months of doing this seriously and finding other people who really want this like we do, we're
Yeah,
like,
and shout out to all our other like
the
members.
flock, man.
Like,
The
it's
flock.
not just me and Chris. Like,
I wish they
at
could have
this-
made it down.
You will.
Yeah,
There'll be more.
hey,
Oh, yeah.
if they want to come and do it, I'll send them your way. Like Dre Bibbs, fucking Hannah Lunt,
Matt Setzer, Stacey
Stacey
Edlund.
Ronan Dempsey.
Ronan Dempsey,
yeah.
can't forget Ronan.
Ah!
Yeah, all these people are at different levels, and we're watching them grow. Like, oh, he
Nice.
only had 2-3 minutes, and now he's up to 6 or 7. You know.
And I feel like it's a lot to do with the camaraderie, the team.
Yeah.
Like, you have confidence because you know there's someone that has your back that's out there that's gonna, laugh just that little bit harder.
Yeah.
Because in
Right.
comedy, I actually think the audience is really important.
Oh,
Like,
Definitely, yeah.
and we all, like, some of the best comedians say it's like a trance. So if someone's laughing around you, you want to laugh. And if, like, I can help my teammate get better laughs, and it's not fake,
Yeah.
like, but just in that whole, like, thought pattern, I'm gonna fucking do that shit.
Right?
Yeah, I think you're gonna laugh
always
because you're like,
hope
man, I
not.
wonder how we came up with that, especially when you know the person. It's almost
Well, then it's also hard writing together so much when he goes up and does a punchline. I heard it like 10,000 fucking times.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel
That'd
the
be
same
hard
way
part.
sometimes?
Yeah, that'd be the
I
hard
have a
part.
bit that we spent 10 hours writing together
Oh, shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
like,
That's
it's...
some work.
for
If-
7 minutes.
If we're
Dang.
not doing, like,
That's a good time, though.
a mic or
Yeah, absolutely
at
doable.
work, we're usually writing if it's not just me and him together or anything. I help I'm the what would you call it? What
Well,
do I
he's our
do?
best writer of the group. James is really good at sitting down with you and looking at getting you to do your material, and then see what's the best route for you to bring
yeah,
it in.
helps you
it's like
kinda-
an English teacher. Huh?
Like,
read your
what I
story,
do-
kind of tells you where you can make it better.
How do I reach these kids?
yeah, exactly.
Like I really try and like put myself in their shoes, and I'm not writing for myself anymore. And I know how you're gonna do it. I know what your purpose is in telling this. So I'm gonna, when I'm in this whole like back and forth with one of the Eagles, I'm just like, all right, how would you tell? Okay, I know what you want to tell. I know what you're gonna think.
Yeah.
Like it's
Because
just.
you just been with them so long, you know what they're gonna do.
I
and all
just,
that.
man. Sometimes you just
good at reading
get
people?
lucky. No, you just get lucky. I don't have an answer for it, man.
He actually was having a little
fell
bit.
in.
DMT, DMT.
that's
There's that damn
that's
dream
crazy
on
though, but he's on DMT.
Yeah, dude, I did DMT a few too many times, and now I can just like be you.
I love
Um,
that shit.
obviously, barter fair.
Yeah.
Barter fair.
Are you a DMT virgin?
Yes, he is. But we're gonna
Chris?
change that this year.
I'm gonna say something about
We're gonna
that.
change it.
To me, it feels less scary than being too stoned. If you've ever been too stoned, that's way worse
Yeah,
than that state.
more anxiety.
If you ever been,
It's like, what am I doing?
It's
if
like
you've
way
ever been
shorter. I
too
used to get
stoned, you haven't smoked enough fucking weed in your
That's
life.
what he was saying when I started smoking.
When I first started, I used to get too high, dude. Like, I would have to take
Yeah, you didn't
showers
smoke for a
and
long
freak
time.
out. I didn't smoke again until I was 19, dude. Because I quit from 16 to 19, and then yeah,
I was
when I started, it just gave me anxiety.
when you,
It'll do that.
So what age did you start smoking?
I started again at 19.
19's when you really started?
Yeah, so 10 years.
But what was the first?
Oh, jeez. 11?
11?
Yeah, dude, I was
What?
way
Same,
young.
actually.
Because of my older brother, dude.
Chris.
And my older brother.
When was the first time you smoked weed?
25 or 26.
Wow.
26.
I'm
26.
Kind of like the 40-year-old virgin, but with weed.
I just
Damn.
stopped getting too high. Just now.
Reached the new level.
I was 13, and I did not know what a carb does.
Yes.
So I don't know if I actually smoked weed.
You sucked on weed.
Yeah.
I got a
Sucked on
poop.
I'm
something
so
with weed on
high,
it.
guys.
No,
Oh, the raindrop. Yeah. James, you didn't get high at all.
It's funny how they say it.
sure, because everything's super trippy.
Some people don't get high on their first time, and that's weird.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot, actually.
I've
It's
actually
because they don't
seen
know
it.
how to do it.
Well, I've seen someone.
Do you guys
rip and
do
rip and
any of your
rip.
shows? Kind of.
I've heard
Does that help you
Yeah,
guys?
them
Maybe
get
smoking before, or do you guys like?
I like to. It makes me silly and loose and like goofy, and I like to do like goofy comedy. Like
Yeah, so
I'm
I feel like
talking
that would even
about-
give me more. I can't even like smoke and drive, dude. I'm like, oh fuck, like,
in the upcoming show,
I won't even do it. Like,
in the upcoming
That's awesome.
show, I'm going to talk about Captain Planet and the Powerpuff Girls.
classics.
Like,
That's some good
but
TV there.
getting high and really thinking about those shows. Just
Yeah.
really thinking.
Oh, dude, just get really high and watch them.
Same
No, that's what happened. I got really high and then I really thought about it. And I was just like, oh, that's kind of
She
fucked
gets
up.
real.
Do you feel like you're like more of enough like how people say like a flow state when you're stoned, or is it more like just you're not so worried about everything?
I have really bad anxiety.
Yeah, that's
And
me.
I actually had a medical card before it became legal here. So
I was actually working on mine.
it just helps me just
Kind of get out.
not
there.
give a fuck.
Yeah.
There was actually a study recently that found that young people use cannabis in the same proportions in countries that have really harsh punishments for using it and countries that let anyone use it. Like the same number of young people use it, regardless of if it's legal or not.
I feel like it's like a milestone. Like,
Yeah, people
you've at least been offered.
There's never been a drug-free society or a prostitution-free society.
No.
Doesn't exist.
Money's money's money.
Yeah, might as well make money off
Where
it,
it
right?
could be made, it's being made. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about smoking before, or are you just straight and narrow when you're out there?
Did I think about smoking before?
Or have you, I guess?
Well, when I was in the military and stuff,
Yeah,
that's
Chris
why
was
I
in the
didn't.
Air Force.
Yeah, I was in the Air Force.
Nice.
And he was a
Um,
lame kid in high school.
I was a loser.
ROTC in it?
I was in
No.
I was.
I-
Air Force ROTC.
I bet. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
I bet, but
It was like
no-
going to Air Force camp.
Yeah, I didn't go to the real thing. I didn't have to do shit.
You're lucky.
It was just credits.
Have you heard of Space
Sweet
Camp? That's
uniform.
what he did in school.
Yeah.
But go on, buddy.
I don't remember what the question was.
First question was, have you smoked? Do you like to smoke before you go on?
Oh
if
no,
you
I don't
haven't-
smoke before I go on stage. I
Really?
drink minimally. I'd
Man,
like
you got
to.
some nerves.
What
there.
kind of? Well, like,
Yeah.
it goes. I think your kind of comedy, you need to like be
Kind of a-
there in the moment.
Yeah, well, my thing is, I'd rather have a cup of coffee before I get up on stage. I want to feel
I'm a coffee
like I
fiend.
could go run. I want to feel before I get up on stage. I want to feel like I could go for a jog or something.
You're like getting built up, like fuck.
I have some mental things I do before I get on stage. Like, I'm from like New York and New Jersey, and sometimes before I go up on stage, I'll be like, New York, Chris. I realized on my last trip home that when I visit home, I use different vocabulary. I walk differently. Like, and seriously,
That's so
I didn't even
weird.
realize it.
He
Yeah,
walks like not a Oompa Loompa.
that's not an influence. Like a Lollipop Guild member.
That's kind of like those things, memes you see on Facebook now, where the people are like, "It's been a week living here," and it's like they talk normal.
Oh yeah. It's like
And
this
then
is
it's
one
like,
week
oh, in
like,
Alabama, and
yeah.
then towards the end they're like, "I want to go fuck your sister." Like, it gets all crazy.
They're like,
towards
this
the
is-
end.
yeah.
It's horrible,
Yeah.
man.
They're pretty good. Yeah, a few of
Yeah,
those are
those are
super
good.
funny.
Yeah, but
You
I
could
love
do that.
weed.
You could probably do one.
Yes.
This is 1 week in Washington State.
Yeah.
Like, go
Here's
back
all-
to your accent.
here's all-
Oh no, reverse that. Like
Yeah, this is
the week
2 weeks.
I came back sounded like this. Christopher.
I do.
Pizza going out.
Pizza going out. Fucking Panucci.
Not been enough.
I do some jokes about my family and where we're from. All my family is from New Jersey originally. So, like, I have some characters. I have this girl, my great aunt Sissy, and she's like, "We're going to Atlantic City this weekend. You want us to pick you up anything?" That's really how she sounds. And her husband's named Ronan. She's like, "Ronan, get over here." Or Roman, sorry. "Roman, come over here." That's really how she's.
What part of New York are you from?
Well, so I lived in Jersey till I was 13,
Jersey.
in Newark and all over Monmouth, kind of like in Neptune and stuff. So central Jersey mostly. But then we moved upstate New York to upstate New York, near Syracuse. And my older brother lives in Harlem, and I hang out with him a lot there.
All right, and did you start in New York, the comedy thing? Like, what was your first show and first joke?
Dude, I've lived in Spokane for 8 years now.
Damn.
This is the longest
Oh.
I've ever lived anywhere. First joke, man. Fuck. That's a toughie. I know, I'm supposed to be able to remember that. I'm
I
too
know.
stoned. Yeah. It's,
I know mine.
what was it?
All right. I just moved down here from Alaska. First thing I noticed, you guys aren't so neighborly. It's not on you. You didn't have to outrun a
Doesn't
moose to
look good on
school
you.
every day.
You had to survive.
Survive.
And you never got to school, and the desk next to you is empty. And you're just like, that moose got Timmy.
Damn you, Timmy.
And tame
That was the
moose.
first joke I ever wrote and performed.
Did it land well?
Just as much as it did with you guys.
Yes, I thought that was super funny.
Believe it or not.
Well, I'm a lot better at delivering now,
Yeah.
too.
When you're
Like-
not like ripped out of your mind.
Yeah, man. Like, no, like, it's just, I can do. Dude, I heel flipped a 9-stair fucking baked.
I can do it.
comedy high. Like,
So,
But how old were you? That's
Where'd
the
you guys,
question.
wait. What? My weed, like, how much I can take? No, but yeah, man, I'm a lot better at delivering. We both are because of Spreadeagle. We sit there and I'm just like, dude, you needed to do this motion. Like,
Like some
you can't
body
just
language?
like say shake that ass and not shake it. You gotta shake your ass. Like, you just said shake that ass. You're a comedian. Shake your ass, Chris.
entertain. Oh.
Yeah, I feel like a jester sometimes. I'm like, hey, what can I do for you now to get some entertainment?
Sounds like a hooker, not a jester.
I was gonna say,
May I dance for you,
trying to-
father?
is he trying to get me to touch his pecker? Like,
That's a good phrase.
Dude, once I ask you to close your eyes, start worrying.
Just for a minute.
if you say close your eyes, I'm leaving.
So did you guys both first perform in Spokane, or was it somewhere else?
I was first here. I broke up with my ex, switched jobs, wanted to really change
Here
life
he
up.
means Spokane.
Like,
Spokane.
in Washington.
Okay, there we go.
Because I moved from Alaska. I grew up military, moved from California to Alaska.
Fun.
I got lucky. I only moved twice, but they were really similar places. Like, because there's nothing in either.
I know that villain.
Yeah, we live. No.
But yeah, I wanted to change it up, and I always talked about it. I love comedy, and I talked about it, and me and my other best friend Dylan set a date, and just
Heck, we're doing it then. That's
yeah,
when it's
like
happening.
we set a date, and I did that first joke, and then did something about like making eye contact in the bathroom. Because you're not supposed to do that.
It's only
And
neighborly.
then, but you need to punish that person. Like, it's not okay, you know. But so, and then I went home. I didn't get to sleep until 4 a.m, and I had to do it.
You just jacked up afterwards?
Yeah.
That's
And
been adrenaline high, I
and
feel
then
like.
2 or 3
just-
months later, I met Chris.
Yeah, I started doing comedy a few months before James in Spokane as well. So both of us, have been doing it almost the same amount
I
of
think
time
3
now.
months more than me.
Yeah, 2 or 3 months.
Because we're not even at a year.
Hey, we're just starting too. So
Yeah,
we're
Yeah, man.
all new in it.
Doing shit, man.
Innovation.
Doing
Yeah.
shit.
But
Oh, by the way, I gotta make a shout out to my buddy Sean for making this here apple pie. It's probably the tastiest I've ever had.
doesn't even taste like
Yeah,
liquor.
we're gonna be selling this. Hit me up.
Hit him up.
Or
I mean, he's not going to be selling it, but if you want to come try some for free,
yeah,
come
true
on
that.
down.
Yeah.
What?
Liquor Control Board, if you're listening. Nothing.
Never mind.
This is jokes.
We're just We're all stoned. We're just saying
Doesn't
stuff.
even know what he's saying.
Dude. Whatever I say, it's just a joke. And I think the two
take it.
auras that you have in comedian gives you that bypass.
He's just trying to see how one of his jokes land.
It wasn't a good joke.
Yeah, that was terrible.
But
Yeah.
I love Spokane, man.
It's interesting. I'll give it
There's a
that.
lot of homeless people.
I've only been up there a few times, like 3.
Dang.
You know, man.
I just go there for concerts.
Yeah, it's
usually.
all been concerts or dropping someone off at the airport.
Or
Yeah,
hospital.
Is that the closest airport?
Yeah. You don't even go
Closest
really
big
into
airport.
Spokane. It's like we just go
We
in
have
and
an
like, oh,
airport
look,
here.
there goes Spokane. Here's the airport.
But it's like in a cornfield.
Pretty much.
Anyway, sorry we keep cutting him off.
Oh no, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm just stoned as hell right now, man.
Remember, 28.
26.
26, sorry.
Damn, I'm not 28 yet. Damn it.
That's me.
Old man. Old man, take a look at my dreams.
But if I shave, I still get ID'd for fucking tobacco.
Yeah.
Same.
Dang.
I wasn't even allowed this until like
A year ago?
not even a year, like
You
4
got like a
months.
reverse Joe Dirt going on.
Yeah, no, I just had to start it, like, and then I fucking went to go trim it and kind of, and I was like, fuck, dude, like, it was the good, like,
The good stuff.
yeah, I was like, no.
Did it cut you?
Yeah, man.
It's like trying to put it back on, just doesn't work.
I love Spokane, dude. Like, I've been to a lot of places. I've been to India and Argentina and Kuwait and the Emirates and
Damn.
Canada.
Just all in the military, or?
Yeah, some of that on my own, some of that in the military.
Chris was married to an Indian woman.
Yeah.
In India?
Hindu, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's hear about
I lived
this,
in-
Chris.
Yeah, dude, that's a story everyone's wanting.
Yeah, let's hear about this. Just, you know.
Yeah,
And then
yeah, yeah.
also, was or just move away? How does that work?
I lived in India for 3 months, and at the time I was married to a Hindu woman, and
Wait,
she
3
was
months?
3 months. But I love India. Let me say something.
Did you get an anointment?
No, I just got
Wait. Before I say anything awful, I love India.
But
Well, the
did you
question
get an
is, like, how
anointment?
long were you guys married? Because that'll let me do the math on how long you guys dated before you got married.
Well, it was all online before that.
Oh, okay, I see. I see. I
Yeah.
was like, well, dude, that,
I just
that guy.
came out there. But there, what I love about countries like India is you can bribe for anything. Like, you're like, I need a new
Anything.
driver's license. Here's 200 rupees.
That's gotta be
so,
weird, just different currency.
So I'm sure
Rupees?
that
What the fuck?
rupees.
Rupees?
Even weirder.
Man, I get ripped off there. I'm like,
Now
all
I'm
my
just
rubies.
wondering what that
Like
looks
Zelda.
He's
like
all-
Zelda.
Rupees?
Yeah. But 100 rupees is like 40 cents, 30 cents. But
Oh, like American?
yeah.
Oh, I
That's
think.
crazy.
But I fucking love India as a nation. Granted, you might see someone shitting in the street, but
See, I told
They're
you it was
really dirty,
coming.
but-
Told you it was coming.
that's the cost of freedom, bro.
Dude, I heard they have like terrible pollution going on right now or something like that.
They're
Yeah,
working
it's
on
the
it.
shitting in the streets.
No, I meant like smog. Where you can't
Yeah,
see
Yeah.
it's
those-
really bad. You can't see the sun anytime. Like when it's at the top of the sky, it still looks hazy. But they're about to build the biggest solar farm on Earth. Like China and India are in a race to see who can build bigger solar alternative
About
energy
time.
stuff. Yeah,
That's good.
that's how you win brownie points on the national stage.
You know,
There's
replace
PR
all the
for a
windows and all
nation.
those buildings with just solar panels.
Yeah, man. It's a cool. They also have all these initiatives in the country, like we're gonna plant 1 billion trees in the next 5 years. That kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off topic.
Yeah,
about you
hey,
guys.
Chris, what the fuck? Serious?
Hey,
Alright, anyway, back to
Be
the.
funny!
Everybody buy some carbon offsets.
Yeah.
Makes
Fucking
you feel
always
better
sunny in
about-
the Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Like,
King of the Hill,
pulling
Yeah,
a
King of the
Frank.
Hill. King of the
Alright,
Hill.
what else you guys
and,
got?
off your first show, it's gonna kind of jump into the question of the origin of Spreadeagle. Like, how did you guys start that? How was that?
What
We
is
just linked
Spreadeagle,
up,
man?
man.
Like
Yeah,
I
well,
Well, the
said,
name.
like,
I thought of the name.
Yes,
Yeah, it's like, I just want to hear everything about
but
it.
Chris has
It could be
like
dirty, it
Chris
could
is
be-
the biggest like like influence in the business and face, and like he has the best relationships in that. And
I've run businesses before.
okay, let's brag.
But no, I'm just experience in that.
You could just take my word for it, or I could be like, let me prove it real quick.
Continue.
Welcome to HR.
But it just, yeah, I wanted what I wanted in Spreadeagle, and we connected with our first ever booker, Chris Larson. Thank you.
Shout out.
Like
The Observatory Spokane.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
observatory
Observatory.
has been so good to us. We do the roast battle now, and we couldn't do it without anybody. But like the origins was just me being a sports player and wanting a team to support me.
Now when we do open mics, we have like 3-4 tables pushed up together. Like all the other comics
Just
are
for everyone
ones
to
and
watch.
twos or threes. But we have like 10 people at a table just hanging out.
Oh yeah.
We're bringing the
Just
love
starting
back.
a good group around
An
here. That's
entourage.
good.
Like no,
No,
like
just-
it's not even that. Anybody that wants to come sit with us, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Just
I
be
love,
cool.
I
Don't be a
love
dick.
Spokane or not Spokane. I love
Unless
comedy.
you put pineapples on pizza.
Like-
She flips the table. Don't you dare say it.
Don't you dare!
And I really like Joe Rogan, and
Oh, yeah.
Seconded.
like I think everybody in this room does, and something that I envied in him like was all his friends, and I liked all his friends. I wanted that,
Right.
like
To have
Tom
a
Segura,
circle, yeah.
Burt Kreischer,
Yeah.
Ar-
Yeah, didn't you have a picture with him on your Facebook?
Tom Segura.
What about Papa?
No, let me finish.
Yeah, and Ari and all those guys.
Ari. Like
Theo
Theo Vaughn, like
Shout outs to
no
all these
Tom
guys,
Papa.
right?
I know they came up
Badass.
together.
Yeah,
And
Poppy.
even Joey
But
Diaz.
did you know also, it's fucking the kid. Brian
Callen?
Callen is the real original homie for Joe. Like I
Yeah.
saw that
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
shitty fit picture with him with the
Yeah, where Joe
fucking shiny ass like douchebag shirt on, and
Yeah, yeah.
Callen they're just like someone's
backseat
taking
of the
a
car?
picture of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are
But I wanted
picture like
that.
that someday. Looking back.
I think we're gonna
Right.
do some really big stuff. We got a lot of plans. Get some stuff hopefully in the next year on Spotify, iTunes, like comedy albums. Film some the show we have the 21st of this month, February 2019.
Oh yeah, I'm going to
That was so
be there.
If you're bad with
shameless.
calendars in the next 2 days.
A 500-person theater, the historic Garland. We got camera crew. We're gonna be filming the
So
whole thing.
shameless right now. He
I'm
is
proud,
so
man. Hey, I just want to be
shameless.
clear
Yeah,
too.
it is.
I'm really good
That's
with
right.
business, but James over here, man, he is the
People
glue.
person.
He's glue. He is the glue because I am very direct and straightforward. It helps me in a lot of
Kind of,
things.
yeah, I feel like
It's
might
good
be the
to have
age
that.
difference because he's older than I am as well. So, and we're like the same age. So I'm very like, as you can see, I'm cutting to the questions because
Yeah.
Yeah.
we are going on tangents, but
It couldn't
That's
happen
what
with
we're
just
gonna
one
know.
of us.
Yeah, yeah,
We really
that's- yeah.
work together well.
And I don't think any of this could happen without any of the people that we have in our group right now. Like
Yeah.
those people support everybody in it, and they support us, and we
well, I
support
think that's where
them.
you guys are also going to have a leg up. Like, as you said, like it's almost like a cutthroat thing, and everyone is on their own. So, like having some help on it's kind of like relieving
Having a group
almost.
of people.
Yeah,
we have a
and,
team. We have friends. We have
Yeah.
fun. We have more
Yeah.
fun than everyone else. I
Yeah,
guarantee
it's not
that.
yeah, whatever you're
And-
looking to do. You know,
Yeah.
you're getting paid right on, but
we
I'm
do.
gonna pee.
Bye bye, Chris. I love you. But no, we produce shows around town too, and it's me, Chris, and our other partner, Matt Setzer. We're the first three that ever, and like,
Started it. kind of.
yeah, it was the first three that we all talked to, and then we just slowly added a few people, but we all have our own roles, and yeah, I keep it fun. I talk. I have that team aspect.
Well, yeah, you said
And-
you were playing sports in high school, right?
Yeah, dude. I didn't have
So,
a
yeah.
choice growing up, though,
Yeah.
man. Like, my mom was a varsity softball player 4 years. My dad was a varsity baseball player 4 years. Actually went to college in L.A.
Nice.
for
Baseball.
baseball. He tore his rotator cuff, but I don't remember not knowing how to throw a baseball.
Yeah, that's how I
started-
felt too
I
as
grew
well.
up that
I
way,
played.
too.
And I was a 4-year varsity baseball player.
Nice.
Yeah, I played
like,
baseball
I played
for 2
till
years.
freshman year, and then
I played like
quit
little
because
league,
of
but
the
we
coach.
went 2 seasons with no loss. So that mean
I just
It was
like
good,
being
2 seasons.
good at stuff, so I didn't want to
T-ball,
stop.
that's
But I
basically
found skateboarding.
that was just regular
and
old
then-
hardball. It was like 5th or 6th grade, but
Nice.
yeah.
But yeah, man.
Anyway,
Anyways,
yeah, back to the origins of Spread
I'm
Eagle. I got
really
it.
high.
I thought of the
That's
name.
about the
though.
origins, though.
The name.
Once
I picked
again,
it.
shameless bragging now.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
No, dude, you did.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah.
You did think of the name,
Uh,
and I liked it immediately.
Sir,
Thank you, Chris. And we
You
couldn't
guys
have
have a
gotten
name
the
for
name
that
with
show coming up on Thursday too. Is it Carts and Laughs? Is that what it is?
Carts and comedy.
Carts and Comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Garland Theater's being nice enough to let people just take their vape devices and vape during the show.
That's kind of
So-
cool, yeah. Say,
Yeah,
And they can have
it'll
beers
smell
too. There's
funky
a
fresh
bar
in there,
area.
dude.
There's
Yeah,
a bar.
I can't wait to smell all the cheesecakes
All the
and
stuff
the
go together. It's like,
raspberries
is that
and all
Kool-Aid
that good
and
stuff.
Cotton candy? Oh,
Yeah.
It's my childhood.
So, I mean, we just showed them what it was, and they're just like, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. It's going to be like a show. So, it should be fun. We got Dees Casillas joining us and
Casey Strain. Casey was
And you
actually
can find
voted-
that page on Facebook, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spreadeagle.com.
And that's where you can-
SpreadeAgleComedy.com.
Spreadeaglecomedy.com.
And that'll
Yeah.
bring you to the Facebook. And on the Facebook, we have an events page, and we always throw our
Yeah,
stuff up.
because I
on
know you guys sent me that link, and I was like, this is Facebook, right? So
Yeah, and if you mention, so if you send us a message, something we're trying out right now, is if you send us a message on the Facebook saying, give me free shit, maybe mention this podcast if this is where you saw it.
No, mention the podcast. We'll hook you up with a free ticket in the next few shows we have.
Yeah, a bunch. We want asses in seats. We want to connect with people. We want to get to know them. We care far more about the craft than about dollars and cents.
Oh yeah, that's what it's all about.
badass.
Yeah, like hey, by the way, cheers on having us out here, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you,
really
man.
appreciate
This
it.
is a great time right now. Like I want to. How'd you guys meet? I want a question. How about that?
We're actually
Well,
family.
all right, so
Family.
my sister is his family. So
Idaho family. Let him finish.
Everybody's related out here.
Yeah, me and my sister have
Oh
different.
shit.
Me and my sister have different dads, and then So,
His sister's dad's actually my uncle. So we're not blood related, but
yeah, me
his
and him
sister's
aren't,
my
so
cousin.
we're just best friends, pretty much.
Yeah.
We grew up.
Family man.
Yeah, but he was gone until he was.
Yeah, I've been
junior
I'm
high.
kind of like you. I move a lot. I've been Arizona, New Mexico, here, Idaho, Texas.
We met in
That's
junior
cool.
high though. Here.
Yeah, I've on and off lived up here as well, and then I've been here pretty much half the Four Corners, the other half's up here in Idaho and Washington.
Can I tell you guys
Cool.
a quick story? Just
No.
popped into my head.
No.
So one time I was with
Stop.
someone.
Stop.
Alright.
Just stop.
No, go on. You were with somebody.
Yeah, I was with someone, and they introduced me to a drug dealer.
That's a good start to the story.
A powerful drug dealer. Like, there were a lot of guns around the house.
Oh shit!
Your
It was-
heart's all
It was a trap house.
It was actually, it was an apartment, and it was a very upscale
This is some
apartment.
Pablo Escobar stuff.
Easily 5,000 a
It's the
month.
closest thing to a trap house that's not a trap house.
Very nice place, very expensive artwork, at least 5,000 a month, I'm sure. And we're hanging out, bullshitting, and I was young. I was a child, not a child literally, but
What's your age?
an adult child.
Looking back, child. Yeah.
And we're bullshitting, and I was really stoned. And oh no, wait, no, I wasn't. What could I have been? I was just dumb, drunk. I don't know. I couldn't
Must
have
have
been
been drunk.
stoned. I don't know. I can't remember. I was dumb. Maybe
Unless
I
they're
was
like,
just
do you
dumb.
So
smoke?
now-
And you're like, no, I don't. You
No,
a
I
cop?
can't
You're all, no,
remember.
I'll smoke.
I couldn't have smoked. I don't remember, I guess. But my point is, we were bullshitting, and maybe I was just so dumb that. Anyway, I was like, "Hey,
I
what's the
don't
most?"
remember.
I was like,
Keystone?
Yeah.
I asked everybody, "What's the most expensive thing you've ever been in charge of?" You should not ask that to a drug dealer.
They're all.
What?
They're all lift the
I
shirt
know.
up.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Oh,
the
it was
answer's
so
lift-
awkward.
lift
I
your
can't
shirt,
even
kid.
remember. That's funny how you misremember things though, because I like in the moment I'm like trying to
Isn't
think
that weird?
like,
Yeah,
was
like-
I
yeah, like
stoned or
pops.
something? And no, I couldn't have been, because I promise you there was no.
It's like your brain going through a filing cabinet. It's
The
like,
time
oh,
I-
here it is.
The time I was in the military, I lived with a dread of failing a piss test. I was terrified.
Dude,
that
my
would
mom,
happen.
like, I was a military kid.
She's all pissed.
Yeah.
No, I know it too.
Gary,
Like,
they will fuck you.
that's also one of the reasons that we get along is because he was military and I lived that life
Yeah.
in a, like,
Not
close
military, but-
enough.
Kinda
Like, I-
Being a child of it. Yeah.
I've lived on a military base longer than I've lived off a military base.
Well, I'll also say I was really naive.
You're all.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Oh,
get up at
I'm
6
taking
in the
my
morning.
fucking
Yeah.
hat off even if my hair sucks.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker.
Better stand for the national anthem.
Even a year and a half ago, I was like crazy, more naive and dumb when I got out of the military, because that's like mom and dad again. You know what I mean? So I went from living with my mom and dad to living under Uncle Sam's roof, scared of breaking any rules. So in the last year and a half, I've done like I went. It's like going from being a Mormon to being a normal person.
Do you feel like that
Right.
helps with your comedy though? Kind of like a new
Like
perspective.
having a
That's a good question.
like a
Because I feel like
steady background.
Would
I
you call
think it
your
does
comedy-
for me, for sure.
comedy kind of dryish, or is it like do you get dirty?
Yeah, what kind of comedy? Describe your comedy to him, Chris.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still learning a lot, like we all are. We all evolve and shift over
Is it
time.
like what's it like? Observed comedy, like
Observational, but
There you
no. For me, I've just started breaking into anecdotes. For a long time, I had a period when I was
Wait,
developing
what do you mean by anecdotes?
anecdotes, short stories.
Boom.
I've just started
I
cracking
love this
into
guy.
that.
Don't use the jargon of comedy.
All right.
This ain't
Yeah.
a business meeting.
Yeah.
But no, I broke into that. So I had a period early on where I had some good sets, but then I did the advice that everybody was telling me. People in comedy love to give advice. And,
Oh.
yeah. And they
Tell you
were...
how it is. Like,
Yeah, how they think it is. And they come around and they're like, you need to just do your time, and then if it gets a laugh, cut out everything else and just keep that laugh bit. So I was doing that, I scripted it out, I rehearsed it, and I bombed harder than I've ever bombed.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was another question with you guys. What was your hardest? Like you told a joke and just crickets. Anything like that for you guys?
Plenty of those, man.
I got 2 examples. You got 2?
Yeah.
I mean,
say-
just I'm out at a mic and I tell my jokes and nobody gives a fuck.
You're
It just
all,
happens.
All right. One night I came out and I asked the audience how they are doing.
And nothing.
Well, shitty. Like, well, I know
Yeah,
this
say,
ain't going
that, Just the
good.
fear of that
Damn.
enough's me for like, I don't think I can do it. Like,
Like, what did I
Like-
do to you all?
but I feel like it's like that makes you stronger though when you get a bomb
Yeah.
though.
Well, that was after that bad set. I practiced harder than I've ever practiced and followed all the
Yeah.
advice I've been given and did that for a set and bombed. And I was like, I need to completely change this. So the advice I'd been given was just trim, throw it out there. And I decided I'm going to do the opposite.
I've helped that. High fives. Shameless
awesome, man.
bragging. I'm here.
At least you guys are like, man, not the back. Yeah, I bombed.
Yeah, dude. And I'll give him a fucking big old hug and be like, dude, you bombed.
Say,
And he'll do
that's
the
like,
same
yeah,
fucking
you guys
thing
got
to
more
me.
balls than me, dude. I'm like, just the thought of it. It's like, dude, I
Yeah,
can't do that,
that's
dude.
scary,
I can't
dude.
do that at
Brutal.
all.
Dude.
But so
Yeah.
I started going the
That's why
opposite.
it's cutthroat too, dude. Like,
Yeah,
you-
it's
you gotta-
hard.
it's for yourself. It's more cutthroat with your own self than it is with other people, almost, dude. It's more hard. It's harder on you than it is them. You know what I
Brutal.
mean?
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
That's
dude.
why I can't.
Like, I
fucking do
didn't
it.
even sing karaoke since like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And I just got too drunk. You know what I mean? That's where I found the like liquid courage. Thank you. Went and sang Meatloaf. You know what I mean? Like
What song?
Paradise by the Dashboard Light. And I did the girl part because some lady came up there and helped me sing.
It was great.
So
Doesn't
It
he
was
have
great.
that one song that's like, I'd do anything for love? but I
yeah,
would do
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Dude, how could you sing Meatloaf and not sing do anything for
No,
love?
then I sang the Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams. Like
Nice.
just saying that, I sang just a butt ton. No, I thought I knew the words.
Butt
to-
time. I love that phrase.
But done. No, but I tried singing I Thought I Knew the Words to Paradise City by Guns N' Roses turns out I don't know any of the words besides
I knew
chorus.
the chorus.
I'm like, and I can't read very fast. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah.
You guys like Def Leppard?
Fuck yeah, I love that.
Oh, no.
Do you know their drummer only has one arm?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that guy's beat more women with one arm than I have.
Fucking A.
Killed it.
I knew what he was gonna say. I've helped write with
but
that.
the delivery
joke,
was fucking
no.
crisp.
I was sitting there just like pause. No, say it.
We do exercises where like.
No secrets.
Oh, okay. I won't say.
No.
We do good.
No,
we work
there's
hard.
a reason we're doing so well this before a year.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I don't want to share
Got a good
that.
secret.
All right.
Like
Well, that's fine.
we got some great exercises that we'd be more than happy to share with you.
Yeah.
Come hang out with us.
Like,
sure, yeah,
but
Yeah.
Or maybe
you
off
guys ain't getting them. There's a reason that we got this going.
I feel like you should tell everybody everything because if they improve, like I think most people wouldn't even use the tools if you gave them to them. Like if I thought of $1 billion idea and gave it to you right now, most people wouldn't do shit with that.
It's like the
$1 billion.
classic thing where it's like, Uber, I thought of that like 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like
all the time.
the
But it's
Joe Rogan
fine.
joke. It's like, well, why didn't you go do something?
I got a question for you guys though. Again.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of questions, so that's all.
All right, you guys. So you just started karaoke, right?
Yeah.
I've been doing it forever.
Why don't you do stand up? Try it just once.
Dude,
Once. It's
I feel like
humbling.
I'd even be better at stand. I don't have a singing voice, so
Like,
He's good
what's
at
the
comedy,
reason
man.
why? You
Yeah.
guys mentioned that you were interested a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
but
yeah, I feel like I'm not as funny when that's why I wanted to go with the kind of the question of how you guys write your jokes. I just feel like if I write something down that I find funny, like which is like even observational humor, and I'm like, I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Like I'm the kind of guy that thinks of a joke and I go to work the next day and I'm like, dude, I can't wait to lay this joke on someone, just waiting for like the perfect. You know
I
what
do
I mean?
that too.
But like
Yeah.
I won't write it down. But it's like I don't know.
that's your first step.
That's what we need to do is
But
write.
it's-
That's
yeah.
literally what we
Like,
I don't know. For some reason, when I feel like something hits the paper, it loses like I don't know the sting or like the in the moment kind of laugh. Not for me anyway. Like I want to laugh at my own joke at the same time everyone else. And like I don't know. Maybe that's what it is for me. But
I'm
We're
willing
kind of
to
raw. We
it's
don't
like-
like scripts.
I'm
Yeah.
willing to share my
like maybe I'd be better at improv. Like I don't know.
my structure with you guys right now.
But I want to talk about something specific real quick
Okay.
to what he's saying because I
Okay.
actually had
Chris
that
is
feeling.
really passionate right now.
I met a professional, does this for a living, and talked to him about that. I was like, I feel like when I write it down, I lose that fire. And he said, too fucking bad. That's the game. You're a performer, not just a writer.
Want to have it in your pocket.
If
at
you-
all times. Just
exactly.
have it in your-
If you lose it when you write it, that means you're not a good enough performer yet.
Okay, so half the game's your like witty comments.
So
the other
can we
half's
give a
like you
shout
never
out to
deliver
who
those
gave
witty
you
It
that
comments.
should
advice?
sound. I can't remember his name.
Oh, God.
But here's the thing. Think about it. So you're able to write those jokes. Imagine someone who performs on a stage play, and every night they have to deliver some line as if it was like they
Like,
really meant
emotionally-
it
The first time they've ever done it. Yeah, that's the hard
No,
part.
Yeah.
that
Because
is.
we've had to
For
do a
real.
retake of this show, actually.
Yeah. One
And
time the
it's-
power
it's
went
not
out right in the
easy.
middle of the like 45 minutes in.
Yeah, we did a whole episode. We had to redo the episode. Even you
Yeah,
yeah,
like
refill beers, everything. We know, yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
did
not
they
easy.
pour Keystone Light?
yeah, we
Yes.
literally had to.
We had to
Yeah,
redo it. A lot of
yeah.
people
Go on the flow.
yeah, so
Go
you
back
guys
and
can
watch
catch
episode
the hints. Yeah, you can catch that in
Episode
episode 4. See if you can
Let's go.
notice that there's no pops on the sounds. And
There's
that
no-
I grab a beer and like the cap just comes right off, and I just
That's
It was
awesome. Hey,
classic.
DIY,
That's
bro.
great.
We
That's
can
great.
relate.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
yeah. No, the
Yeah.
show must go.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah, we're sitting here like, do we redo it? I'm like, yeah, we redo it.
We spent a lot of time learning to write, but we also we've watched comedy before with the sound off to
Just
learn.
No,
Body
that
language
was
even?
something we started doing.
Yeah, I
It was
wouldn't even ever
like,
thought
That's
of that
good.
ever.
To learn
Just-
gestures and
well, what we would do is
Movement.
just be BSing in the room, and just like it's on the screen. Look over, and she's like, "Oh, there's the punchline."
Punchline. Yep.
And no sound.
yeah, you can see it. Like,
Yeah.
Well, they
You can
build the
see it
build
with
up.
them because 70% of communication, even if you're on stage, is
Body language.
nonverbal.
Yeah, that's why I'm a guy that when someone's talking, I look.
Well,
at
if
him
you
with
always
fucking
look at him,
eyes.
he's always using his hands to talk. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
No, exactly.
Yeah, he's
Well,
always.
that's
using-
a that's
So,
a good
dude, where have
habit
you been
for
all
comedians,
Vogue
though.
now.
yeah.
that's a habit that's hard to get, and to get it is a good thing when you're in comedy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially like,
Back to his question though about like how to write a joke.
Yeah, exactly. Like I definitely want your guys' insight on it.
Where I'm at is subject. So this thing, it's like, then a little more subject. It's like, and it doesn't have to be like.
Like kind of like a spider web, like
No, it doesn't have to be. It's like necessarily, but you can use different phrases for it's like.
And I realized, and I was like, but then.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Description words, and then the last one needs to just be like, boom.
Boom, you just
the
use
bet. And I always like to start low, bigger, explosion.
Explosion! And boom goes the dynamite.
the big finish.
That's where I'm trying to get,
Little
and
sparkles in my head.
that's how I But I've been working on pausing. Like, I've been watching a lot.
I heard that's actually a lot. Like, sometimes a good
You
pause
gotta
can, like,
build
make
the
a joke.
tension.
Hey, that's what. He
Or even,
needs
like,
to work
even just, like, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, even, like, the look you can give a crowd in a pause, too, can get a laugh.
No, it's exactly
You
it.
know what I mean?
There's so much more going on with your motions up there.
Well, that and just, like, being really animated, I guess, is the best way
Yeah.
to put it.
Yeah.
Some
That's what
people,
it is.
But
that's
then
not
there's
right for everybody.
comedians
Dude,
that
this guy
don't.
says I look like a character from, like, The Simpsons. Like, when I sleep, for some reason.
When you sleep, are you watching him?
Is his top lip? No.
No,
Yeah,
I'll
why
get-
the
I'll
fuck
get
are you
so-
watching him sleep?
I'll get so drunk,
You know,
dude.
I used to live with the guy, so.
Yeah.
So
Like,
that
he'd
gives
be
you
passing
permission to
out.
watch him
Like,
sleep?
I just
Yeah, no,
walked
I
by.
watched James
No, you
sleep.
walked
No,
by.
you don't. Wait, do you do that with my key?
Yes,
He
I have
probably
a key
watches you
to
sleep.
Like, is
That's
that
called being a good friend.
is that what the
Just
nightmares
making sure not
are?
to die, dude.
I'm just making sure
keeping
you're
it on.
breathing.
Don't die in your sleep.
Keeping an eye on the situation.
Yeah, he's
So,
like,
I would
let's put a
walk
mirror
by
under
him
there
when
to
he's
make sure you're
passed
okay.
out, right?
I'm feeling weird now.
No, I just get
Just
too
top
trashed here, and I'm like,
Chris,
I'm
I
gonna,
need
like,
my
call
key
my-
back.
All right, I'll
Baby,
get it back
I
to
need
you.
it back.
Okay, Poppy. Hey, but I want to talk about if
What do
everybody's
you wanna
comfortable
talk
with
about?
it. Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
The past is cool, but I don't spend a lot of time.
You
I
wanna
try to
talk about
avoid
the
spending
future?
a lot of time thinking about the past. I try to define myself with my future more than anything else. Who I am is relative to my future. So, I mean, what's your futures looking like? What do you want them to look like?
Hopefully you get somewhere like with this.
Yeah,
but
so even with not even
right now
that,
my
but it's
life's decent. Like
yeah, I do
Yeah,
pretty, I do pretty
girls,
well
I
for
have-
yeah.
Be grateful.
we both.
Yeah, I
have
got a family and a
a
kid.
life
and
other
I got
than
a job.
like just this.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely put up more, but like I said, I work 50-hour weeks, and then
So I'm doing
I
all
got this
the.
night, and I come over here and I do this,
Work.
and then it's like I didn't get to see him like almost once. Maybe
Some goddamn capitalists, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No,
man.
I'm working all
He's
the time.
got the equipment, and I do most of this.
Well, there's
setting
one
up.
day I was like watching Joe Rogan's podcast again. I was like, dude,
Yeah,
I
and
could
that
do
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, wait, you just sit down and fucking do it, right?
Yeah, I was like, so, dude, I can have hours conversations about stuff that people are usually like about current stuff, and like no problem. And I was like, and we do this every weekend anyway. Just imagine this not being there.
Yeah.
Me and Derek are sitting here like this. Like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, you
Doing
hear
the
about
same
this?
shit.
Because we don't see each other for a week, so it's like, oh, dude, did you hear this happen? Oh man, oh, that's what I think about that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I was like, why don't we just put a camera in front of us? We ask someone to come over because we're usually sitting here like, dude, I'm bored. Let's call someone over. So it's like, why don't we just be like, hey, dude, you want to be a guest on our podcast?
I mean, if people watch, they watch, right?
That and the reason
That's comedy.
Yeah.
we
like-
both want to get into like what we actually want to do. He wants to do comedy, and I want to be singing. So,
Yeah.
like you got to start
This
somewhere.
builds
you know what I mean?
confidence.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and me
That's
singing
really
in front of
good.
people
I
is
started
the
the-
hardest thing, so I can sit in front of a camera a lot easier.
I started the
Then I
Nerd Point
can.
show before I started comedy.
Yeah, so
Like-
everybody starts something, and then it turns into something else eventually.
That's how I started Dungeons and Dragons. I
Dude.
was like, I'm gonna make it happen if it
You know
has
how
to.
every method starts milk.
Milk.
They all have that in common.
Gateway
every
drug.
method's done. Was their first drug was milk?
Gateway drug, milk, vitamin D.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Chris, I have a question for you. I don't think I've ever asked you.
Go ahead.
Do you think what scale would you put your first performance on?
My first performance?
Yeah. Come on. I know
Very
you can
poor.
Like, how did you come off stage feeling?
I felt amazing, of course.
No, like, about it all.
Oh,
Like, looking back at it, if you had to grade your performance then, what would you give it?
I mean, I was optimistic for a first timer, maybe like a B.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I knew I could be better, but I was like, I
That
can
was
move
my
forward
first
from
time.
here.
Like, I got laughs.
Yeah, I got laughs, and that's
As long as you get one, right?
No, like, almost like, but I got a little more than that. But.
So a lot of people's first time actually they'll
Not
get
ready.
It's the truth.
What I've seen is a lot of people's first time they'll have the right energy because they're so new that it does better, and then their like third, fourth, fifth performances they bomb because they don't know what they were doing
It's
right.
kind of like sex.
No.
The first couple times you were not good.
How
Even if
was
you
I?
think
They're all, you were great.
Definitely not good.
Yeah,
matter how many bars you
They,
watch.
they tell you were good because it was your first time.
Yeah, right.
That's how it always ends. It was good for your first time.
That's the whole explanation.
Lower the bar.
Yeah.
It was really
The
good
bar was like,
for your
damn,
first
yeah.
time. If they throw for your first time in there, then it wasn't good. Just know that.
It's
That's
just like,
it.
it takes a few times to get good.
All right, I
Well,
want to
better.
know your top 3 comedians.
Nice.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Who are
This
your
is a
favorite
question
comics?
that
Damn,
we
I'm a
answer to each
reactor
other.
comic
Maybe not
guy.
necessarily
Chris
three.
Farley.
How about favorite
Chris Farley.
comics or
Chris
favorite like
Farley.
special?
Okay, but I want Okay,
Stand-up?
one person that's not
Stand-up or
active.
actors?
No, one
both.
stand-up comedian that's not active, dead.
Okay.
I gotta pee.
and
Chris
then
Farley.
and then 2 that are active. What the fuck? Do you have
Okay, well-
media?
Chris Farley, Will Ferrell, Jack Black.
No.
Will Ferrell's not a stand-up
Yeah,
comedian.
yeah, you're talking stand-up.
Okay, stand
Not
up.
just like improv comedy. Like, who's your favorite stand-up comedian?
Yeah.
The top 3.
So we got Chris
Nick
Farley,
Swartzen
Nick Swartzen, Chris Farley,
and
someone else that's
Jesus.
active.
there's a lot. Of
I know this. I'm
Bill
judging.
Burr.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll say,
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Shout out to the
Okay, if I had to do it, one old and 2 kind of new.
One
Okay.
dead one, or not doing it anymore.
All right, just because I had to add it, kind of because he already hit the other one, but I'll do Sam Kinison,
Okay,
then-
interesting.
and then probably I want to say he already said Bill Burr, so I'll kind of keep 2 different ones going. And also, I love the 2 guys he just named, but
Yeah. Okay, fair. That's your 5 at least.
yeah, we listen to a lot of the
we
same
got a
stuff.
lot. I like
But
a lot of comedy.
I'll do 2 more, I guess, just to kind of finish the list, and this is not the same thing. But so yeah, definitely Sam Kinison, and then I know Eddie Murphy's not still going, but you got Eddie Murphy Raw, dude.
Hell yeah, he was the shit.
That shit killed
He
it.
just racist.
He's
Can I have like a tiebreaker
active.
between those 2?
He's
All right, fine, active.
I would go with Murphy. Kinnison fell off, dude. He did.
He just had
It's
some good
reality.
ones,
Like he had that one great album.
Yeah, that's
But I
classic.
mean, Murphy had so much when he was active. Like,
Yeah, he was.
Fine, I guess I'll
badass.
do.
guess you just
Is Christopher Titus still going?
Yeah, he
Titus
is.
is okay.
He's in Spokane.
Yeah, I'll do Titus, and then
Every
probably
year.
just to bring it kind of back to all 3, I'll have to do one of either Jeff Foxworthy or Bill Engvall. I mean, it has to be a tie.
Holy shit! You just disappointed me so much. This guy's cool. You.
I don't want to
suck
use
now.
the same ones, but you got to do
But
that redneck
no,
comedy.
no.
I enjoyed Blue Collar Comedy
I res-
Tour as a young man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was-
Absolutely.
I
I
listened to it as a
respect
kid.
what they're doing, but man, there's so many good ones out there right now. You could have just threw off a.
Hey, that
Sorry.
just means that I feel
Hey,
like
he
you could
thinks so for
explore
himself.
more.
I
It's good
just
to have
joke.
everybody's
Hey,
got good genres.
Well,
I'm a
okay,
comedian,
so can
I'm
I ask you guys the
joking.
same ones? What are your
Yeah,
guys' top
what's your
3?
top 3?
by the way, blue collar comedy has made more money than most
Anything.
comedians.
No,
Like,
anything.
so
beat fucking
I'm not
Queens of Comedy.
shitting on it.
Was number
Like
2.
respect, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be.
All
Funny.
right, well, if I had to
Yeah.
change it, then Patrice O'Neill.
Very good choice. Very good
I
choice.
can't. Even though he's dead, I got to give it to him.
I'll say, I know.
Oh, you
I
wouldn't
know.
give it to him if he wasn't dead.
Well, no,
He
I
already named another one.
Yeah, he there was limitations.
Yeah. All right, Chris.
What's your top 3?
Give everybody your
All right,
top
the
3.
top 3 and the-
one non-active, 2 active.
I think, so I just want to be clear, though, I think a lot in terms of, forgetting the past, so I don't think a lot about the past. So non-active, obviously, Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Rest in peace.
Dude, he
That's
was
a sad story.
He was fucking gold.
Yeah,
He-
incredible.
He was
This
Yeah.
isn't the racist thing. I'm just saying okay, too.
Ah. Okay, but now you're too
Active, it's different every few months. Right now, I'm listening to a fuck ton of Aziz Ansari.
I went back and did that too.
Randy! Yeah.
Yo, Randy.
I love Aziz. He's crushing me. I'm a big fan right now. And then who else? Bill Burr.
Probably
you
Bill
guys
said
have
that
in
too.
common.
Yeah, I was trying not to do the same
I saw
ones,
Bill
but-
Burr in Madison Square Garden in New York City
What?
2 months ago.
You lucky, dude.
His newest, like,
He did over 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
jelly. I'm
I've only been to
jellyfish.
one, dude, and it was Ron White, and he killed it.
Ron White's good. Ron White. Yeah, and he started changing shit up.
Dude, this is
Well, he
all
was probably-
new.
yeah, he was
I never
definitely-
heard
Yeah.
any of this material ever. He said, like, even in
I
the
think
interview,
Joe
he
got
don't
in his
play
ear.
anything that's on TV. He does not do live. Like, so his live shit's different than his TV stuff.
Hell yeah.
And
Good.
it is crazy, dude.
Good.
All right, so let's get
Wait.
this guy's top three.
All
Since it was
right,
burning.
all
You're
right.
roasting me over here.
All right. Let me shimmy like Charlie Murphy real quick. All right.
Charlie Murphy's badass.
I
Rest
know.
in peace,
Rest
Charlie
in-
Murphy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Charlie Murphy died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Holy
Cancer,
shit.
Dude, I
man.
work 50 hours a week.
My grandparents were slaves!
Dude, I love watching the behind the scenes like footage of like.
That's funny. I just
Chappelle
like
Show.
yeah. I just posted something about Chappelle Show when keeping it real goes wrong.
I have your seasons right now. I have them all.
or
Right
things
here.
are so much cooler in slow motion. But anyways,
Wrap it
Joe
up.
and
Wrap
shit.
it
okay,
up.
okay,
Wrap
okay.
it up.
Your turn. Top three.
George Carlin. Woo! That's the dead one.
Did
Rest
nothing
in
about
peace
that one
again.
too. You're a loser, Bob.
Like I love George Carlin. I want to build myself up to be able to do what he did.
Oh, that guy was.
But I know I'm not him.
Yeah,
So I'm
that'll-
getting upset about Captain Planet and the Powerpuff
Just,
Girls.
like even like stand up aside.
That's what I'm upset
Was it
about.
the Jay and
All right,
Silent
so
Bob Strike
two-
Back?
Too active.
Two act.
Ready? Joe Rogan and John Mulaney.
Hell yeah.
It's
Good
easy.
choice. John Mulaney's badass.
Dude, John Mulaney.
Hell yeah.
is-
Big mouth.
Ah, dude, I should have done Tom Segura. He's way funny too.
Tom Segura's good.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
No, like
There's so many.
Yeah,
dude.
it's hard
So
to pick
many.
top three. That's
I
what
know,
I'm
but it tells me
Well,
like,
like top
what
20.
you guys are thinking. I like that. It help, and that's something I ask everybody when we start writing. Who's your favorite? All right, now I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, what kind of comedy you're into? Like
Yeah, and that's what you should do.
dry, or do you like overact?
I love all
I'm
of
into
it, dude.
genrering comedy personally.
Like some dry
Like-
comedies, like fuck yeah, dude. Like
No,
sometimes
like,
There's,
like
John-
I like all genres, honestly. Like there's
Like, I
all
want-
good in every genre. There's
I
a good
want
joke
comedy
in every
to
genre. There's a
be
good joke.
genre like music.
Mhm.
I think it would help a lot of comedians
Yeah.
just sell tickets.
Dude,
if
we can
you
start
just,
that page. We can start that website.
Dude,
Genre-
fuck yeah, I love hearing that.
Dude, we can have a
Do it,
comedy
genre
website
then.
where you have different genres and you take every special that's ever been on anything. I shouldn't be saying this on camera. All right,
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that. I like that.
Hey,
Genius.
that's what happens when you
you just have
cross
to get the rights
pollinate.
for this
Yeah.
shit.
All right,
Yeah,
all
no,
right.
that's-
Hey, you know that
People can
lady
win some
that
arguments?
interviewed
Oh.
me every 2 years in middle school wasn't wrong about me being a genius. I guess.
Are there more beers?
Oh yeah,
There's
no,
a-
it's,
yeah.
it's
I'll
not.
take another one, man.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the Blue Wave. I was gonna grab another one, but I just couldn't find it. where I
Ocean
stopped.
Spray beer.
Let's
Yeah.
just keep that logo.
It's the
out of
Sonic
the
of
picture.
beers. Oh.
No worries.
Nobody needs to know we're drinking shit beer.
So, man, we're balling on a budget, okay?
This is our party. This is for party.
party.
Wait, we're not partying?
We are, man.
We're partying.
We're starting.
Hey.
Okay.
I love Party, but I'm waiting for Part F.
All right. I got some more
That's funny.
questions. You guys are fans of comedy.
Wait, I want to mention something. Just because I didn't get to finish a question. I didn't get to finish answering something. One-liners. After that bombing, I decided I was going to work on one-liners because I wanted to get a better grasp.
All the way.
I wanted to get a better grasp of how to get from no laugh to laugh.
Do you guys have you ever like had a one-liner like
We do it all night.
what's the
All
one?
day.
No, just
the one that we
improv.
use, like,
Let's all do one-liners.
Yeah. Let me hear a one-liner. I got some.
I'll
written.
start if you want me to.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll start.
Keep your hands to yourself is great advice. Unless you're a compulsive masturbator.
All right.
What do you
So-
call it? Ginger and cowboy boots and camo. Single.
I
Put
mean,
the toilet paper across the street.
that's not even.
Why?
That's
Why-
too dry.
why?
Because you got stuck in the crack.
I like that. We're doing like stuff like that.
No, we're just being silly.
Do whatever you want.
What do you mean stuff like that?
Don't worry.
We're all
about
laughing.
it.
What do you call a kid with 8 legs and 8 arms and 8 eyes?
What?
Names.
I actually have something.
But like my own one-liner, yeah, I can do like one of those.
Let's
like
hear it.
Kind of a bit I always do is like, because I do prep at my job. I do a lot of lettuce. And I go, you know what's weird? Like, I always am like, why is it called a head of lettuce, but then it has a heart? Right? Shouldn't it be a head of lettuce with a brain?
No, it should
Or
be
a chest of lettuce with a heart?
Okay, yeah. No,
Called chest.
that's really beating that up. But if you like, if you did some good pausing with that, like that'd be really funny, dude.
What's I'm saying? It's
Bravo.
kind of dry,
Have
but
you
it's
ever-
also like.
I like it.
No, I like it. Like if you like, you should write that down and go on.
Oh, I want to share something I was told that's one of my favorite things a great comic has ever told me. Casey Strain actually told it to me, and honestly, with
Should I
this,
start crying?
with the Garland Theater show, we were talking, and I was like, I want to book someone who I've always admired and who's always been really cool to me, and that's totally Casey. He was voted by the Inlander as the top comic in Spokane, actually. And he's always made me laugh my ass off. And I asked him about comedy once, and he gave me this great metaphor. He said, decades ago, you could walk into a bank and rob the place just by having a gun and get away with it. But over time, they expect they're going to come in with a gun, so they have security things. So you need to get more complex. Although sometimes you can still just walk in with a gun and leave with the money. And he said that's comedy, is there's always these innovations and these changes that you're adapting around. And sometimes the old school still works, and sometimes you need to do something completely new to rob that bank. So I just wanted to share that. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
with comedy,
really
it's all
good
good.
metaphor. Go figure. A comedian's good at metaphors.
Dang.
Like it's like almost like what we do or something.
All right, guys, we're rounding an hour, so
Let's
I know
wrap it up.
Oh, fuck. I love this.
Shout out to the Eagle.
Let's wrap it up, though. I love you guys so much.
Shout out to Spreadeagle Comedy.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Chris Armi and James
May.
Oh,
May.
yeah, James May.
Let's do our shows real quick, if you don't mind,
Yeah,
that we have
tell 'em
coming
all
up
about
for
it.
Spread Eagle. You go.
The Garland Theater, February 21st. We're recording. It's going to be awesome. Vape, drink some beers, give us some love. Yeah.
Laugh your ass off.
Laugh your titties off.
And then every first Tuesday of the month, we're doing a roast battle down at the observatory. And March 22nd, it's a big birthday party, rap and comedy
Nice.
for March kids.
Nice.
That'd be fun.
So, yeah, come
You said,
join us, have a great time. After the Garland, we're coming with new stuff, too.
All right, and then,
We're just ramping it up. We're so excited. I wrote a whole new joke about Chuck E. Cheese on the way here.
On the drive over here.
Yeah, like, so excited. And I can't wait to have you guys on our stuff.
all right.
Nice.
And it was good meeting you. Derek, Max.
Yeah, it was good having you guys down here. And then give these guys one more time about the show coming up. What, Thursday?
Thursday, 2 days.
Garland Theater.
February
Find it-
21st.
find
Smell what Spread Eagle is cooking.
And go ahead and tell them where they can find the website one more time.
Spreadeaglecomedy.com. Send us a message. That'll link you to our Facebook. Send us a message. Say, give us free shit. Thank these guys in the message. and
No,
we'll
it
give you
has
free
to
tickets.
thank them.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it has to, though.
All right. And
Fuck
let
yeah.
And
Suds
we're
N
going to
Buds.
close out the
Suds
episode.
N Buds.
Suds episode 5. We'll have their link up. Thanks, everyone, for subscribing and all that for the last week. We appreciate it. And we'll have a bunch of stuff up. This will be up here soon. And you guys can give it a check out. We'll have their link, our link, all that. And big
Oh my
thanks to
God.
Ben again.
Over
And
600.
hope to see you guys on episode 6. All right. Laters.
That was so much fun, guys.